Da, da. But we are wise to their game now. Yeah. We weren't before. We weren't wise to their game. We had no idea what they were going to try to do, did we? Before. Let's go back to 2018, 2019. Before, we were kind of walking blindly, stumbling into something that we had no idea. Social media, big tech, the internet. We were just kind of walking into it, just doing it because it was there, because it was around, right? Just not really protesting the Patriot Act too much. There were hacktivists that were trying to wake us up, you know, Julian Assange and Edward Snowden. But still, we just kind of still zombily walks into the internet and the social media and the surveillance state. We just kind of just walked into it like George Orwellian's 1984 wet dream. Yeah, kind of stumbled into it blindly without walked into Mark of the Beast Zuckerberg's CIA information collection experiment called Facebook, Meta Facebook platforms eventually become. Okay. Yeah. They're going to try to win the Mega Millions again tonight? Yep. $680 million. I still haven't played 4 yet in the entire Matrix cycle. Yeah. I got a 3 timer on it. So it's unfortunate it didn't hit Tuesday because that would have been a 4x. So we're praying tonight that we win the big game. Yeah, that means myself and my family would be set for, you know, basically ourselves and generations. You know, if the dollar held, well, we'd buy assets. Just in that case, we'd buy more gold or some physical assets to counterbalance. We'll basically diversify our dollars just in case the world economy or the dollar crashes or something like that. So we were just stumbling blindly into this technological age, you know, not really thinking about it too much, the consequences and ramifications of the left tech, of the demon tech. And the Democrats had power from 2008 to roughly 2016. and then maybe the control of the Senate and the Congress after that. So YouTube, Google, Alphabet is not just pissing off, has pissed off users and consumers and viewers, but they've also pissed off other corporations like Disney. Imagine that. I personally think that Google, Alphabet Corporation, and YouTube should be split. I think they should break that fucker up. That's my personal opinion. I think they should break up this demon, this incredible monopoly that Google, Alphabet has. I think they should break this fucker up. I really do. I don't think it's healthy to have one company with so much power. It really, whether it, be Microsoft or Facebook or have what he has, Facebook, Instagram, Meta platforms, all this other shit. Jeff Bezos has what? The Washington Post, Whole Foods. He has too many monopolies. I mean, really. It's not just average people pissed about it, but it's like other corporations that want to own everything on the monopoly board that are really pissed about it too. So something's got to give sometime, right? Get out of my way! I don't usually raise a hand to the dogs, but Bella was being really annoying that time. Oh, stumbling. Hey! Hey! When it's time to eat, I'll tell y'all. It's not time to eat right now. So, let's get this cooking. We'll get the... Hey, what's up, y'all? Yo! It's not time to eat right now, y'all. Trust me, I'll tell you when it's time. Yeah. So if I was the president, I would break Google Alphabet Corporation up, not let them have so much power. And I wouldn't let Mark Zuckerberg own Instagram and all the shit he owns. And I'd break up Jeff Bezos' monopolies too. From the Washington Post and Whole Foods and all that other shit too. Yeah. Why should Disney own Marvel? All this other shit too. It's unfair monopolies. It's unjust. We should have more extreme antitrust laws to stop these people from owning every fucking thing in our lives. Why does Google own thermostats? Huh? Has the trash can? Yeah, it already came. Oh, too late. Yeah. Letitia James, bitch. So I noticed on Google Alphabet they age restricted my videos that were like F Joe Biden. It wasn't Let's Go Brandon. It was Fuck Joe Biden, FJB. That was what the most Americans were saying, and they were trying to censor that on Jack Dorsey's Twitter before Elon Musk took it over. So at first we were like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Big tech's really powerful, has these unrealistic, bogus monopolies. At first the public just said, well, it's no big deal. They're not really interfering with our lives. They're not trying to have their hand on the switch for every basic necessity in our lives yet. At first, people just said, big tech, big government, no big deal. They won't interfere in our lives too much, will they? Will they? No big deal. No big deal to have a thermostat owned by Google or Alphabet Corporation. No big deal at all. To entrust your lives into these mega monopoly, maniacal, evil corporations. No big deal at first. Oh. It's no big deal. It's fine. Until it's not, right? Yeah, it's fine until it's not. Oh. So, not only do they want to own everything, they want to own the switch to turn off our lights and our healthcare and all our devices, and they want to know everything about us. And then it just started to get really Orwellian, really creepy, really fast. And the collusion of big tech and big government. Yeah, start the bake up for those biscuits. Yeah, taking care of biscuits every day. Taking care of biscuits every way. That was a good one, huh? I haven't made the full video for it, but trust me, I'll get around to it maybe one day. As the old story goes. And then people were like, well, we did our duty. Yeah, we voted. We got the corrupt Clintons and we got the Democrats out of power. And we got this Obama horse shit over with. Whew. Dodged a bullet, right? We got rid of this Obama, Biden, Clinton, Democrat Party BS. That was just globalist in scope, insidious in method, atheistic in character. Is that what President Dwight D. Eisenhower once said about the military-industrial complex? Globalist, global in scope, atheistic in character, insidious in method. Something like that, right? Yeah. Atheistic is another way to say satanic. In other words, believing nothing is equal to believing in Satan or worshiping Lucifer. Is basically what they say. Which is true. A belief in nothing is not just a belief in nothing. It means you believe in evil. You worship devil. You worship Lucifer. Yeah. All right, so they started to age restrict my content that was like F the Democrats, fuck Joe Biden, I guess Google Alphabet thinks the Democrats and the Californians and Silicon Valley, they think that's their best protection against the wrath of the public, of Republicans and conservatives and just good old patriotic Americans. That will shield them. That voting Democrat is voting globalist, and it's voting leftist, and it's voting for Satan, and that will somehow protect them. And that their evil monopolies won't be broken up by another Trump or Theodore Roosevelt or something. Another bold, patriotic president, a fearless leader like that. That their evil and insidious plans will be safe with by voting Democrat, by trying to keep Democrats in power. I guess that's what they think, right? Yeah. That's their quote unquote logic, if you will. Quote unquote logic. All right. Yeah. It doesn't mean that people will vote the way Microsoft and Bill Gates of hell and Mark of the Beast Zuckerberg. It doesn't mean that people are going to vote the way that Google Alphabet employees do. Probably to the contrary. But I suppose they're restricting the content that says the F word against the Democrats. They're not censoring the content that says the F word just, willy-nilly or something. Maybe what triggers the algorithm or the leftist in left tech, or maybe what triggers them is saying the F word in the title, I guess. And I do that less and less these days. So they're flagging the videos that are from the Biden-Harris era, primarily, or maybe leading up to Kamala Harris. Yummy. Kamala Harris. Ooh. She would have been a great Playboy model, huh? That mocha, that particular Indian blend with the African Indian blend. That would have been the mocha special. Yeah, that would have been good. I would have made the Kamala Harris Playboy. I would have made it like the Christmas edition and have her like jump out of the present. Hey, I'm here. Right? Kamala time! Fun! With the titties. Yeah, that would have been great. You'd have like, she'd be licking a candy cane. Yeah, it would have been a good episode of Playboy, huh? Yeah, they had Playboy still, but. Bum, bum. Okay. They want to like somehow worship Joe Biden. They're going to try to get the public to worship Joe Biden. They know he's about to die, so they're getting really sensitive. They know the midterm elections are coming up, and the Democrats are in really piss poor shape. Really horrible. Their party's in really massive disarray, massive malfunction. It's not functioning. They screwed the American people over so hard that American voters aren't going to let them back into power, at least in the majority of the country. Wow. Okay. They screwed us so hard with the inflation and the COVID election steal of 2020. And they did steal and rig that election. Basically, it was the media state propaganda complex, NBC, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, Twitter with Jack Dorsey, Left Tech, and Google Alphabet Corporation also censoring videos for misinformation, disinformation, whatever they could make up. Whatever they could get away with fleecing the U.S. Constitution and the First Amendment rights of American citizens and citizens in other free Western countries from communicating with one another to discuss how badly we're getting screwed by a system that threw us fucking overboard 40 years ago. Or as George Carlin would say, 40 fucking years ago. Yeah. They don't, Google Alphabet Corporation doesn't want people discussing those things. You know, really? That it's not favored in the algorithm. Put that on. All right, let's get some coffee going too. Have a nice breakfast. Uh-oh. Oh, I did record it though. Yeah. Good, good. Hey, I love you. Don't worry, we're about to eat. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna eat. Okay. Breakfast. There you go. Love you, baby. There it is. Woo. There it is. Okay. So at first, American citizens started to say, "Oh, we'll let Google, Alphabet Corporation, and Twitter with Jack Dorsey. We'll let Microsoft, and we'll let all these tech companies have all this power and money and all this influence. We'll just let them have it and see what happens. We'll just roll the dice on that, letting tech companies become so powerful that they enslave our lives through technology. We'll roll the dice on this shit and see what happens." Not a really great gamble, is it? Especially for privacy, obviously. Personal information and private protection. To have truly private lives. Not as easy as it used to be. Ooh, got the biscuits in. I get the honey bear. I think we might have one last grilled meal one last Wheeler's Grillers night, maybe, before the big storms come in. So, prepare for the big Texas flood this weekend. The event, in other words. So people thought it was honky-dory giving away our lives to big tech and big government at first. They thought, well, we're getting drone delivery, and we're getting social media, and we're getting all this fun. All we have to do is just keep silent and just play along with whatever they want. And then we'll just be okay. They'll leave us alone. If we just do what they want or vote how they want, they'll just stop bothering us, right? No, that's not how it works. Yeah. Here we go. It's going to get interesting. Oh, it's Rachel Bryers. Ooh, she's on fire. Wearing that crimson dress today. Huh? Ooh, crimson. Queen Crimson. I love it. The color of blood. Oh. It's not Valentine's Day, but she's wearing the maroon, the crimson, the color of blood. Severe wind risk? Yeah, that'll knock out the power for sure. I think all the energy companies are gonna go down. Hail. Oh shit. Oh, hail. Crimson, sexy. Briars. You think she's Dutch? Or Briars is like German though, right? Tornado? Oh, okay. There's a tornado right here. Ooh, Texas tornado. Do you think she's Dutch because she's tall and she's sandy blonde? You think she's like Charlize Theron? You think she's a Dutch chick? She could be Dutch, part Dutch. But mostly, I guess, Briars indicates Germanic heritage. Okay, let's walk me through it, sexy Dutch lady. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Here we go. Hit that 3 and 4. Ah, bam, bam. Ooh, quite a squall right there. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and a little bit of break in the near and right around lunch, and then after that, then all hell breaks loose again. The second wave. Rotate. I like when you say that. The rotation. Rotate. Give me the hotate. Yeah. Flooded. Hopefully, no one gets impaled tomorrow. I'm not really in the mood for impalement. Not yet. I have to be in the mood for a really good impalement. You got to be like in the right mood for that. You have to be in the right mood for a proper impalement. YouTube TV versus Disney. Ooh, Disney versus YouTube Google Alphabet. So Google Alphabet thinks they can skirt the Constitution. They think they could fuck Disney in the ass. They think they can get away with fucking anything they want. Maybe eventually Google Alphabet thinks they're gods when they build the AI robots. Maybe they just go Skynet and they just attack the government too. Maybe one day there's no limit to what they're going to try to do and nobody can stop them unless we push back now. Who's going to stop Skynet even before it begins? You know, we don't have John and Sarah Connor right now, do we? Not really anything equivalent. All you got is people going, hey, you're taking away my First Amendment rights. Hey, you're taking away my rights of freedom of speech and expression. Hey, you're taking away our rights. That's all you got, just people going, hey, you took down my channel because I didn't vote for Joe Biden. Or I didn't support Kamala Harris. Hey, hey. Hey, you took down my channel because I was talking bad about the Clintons and the global elites. Hey, what are you doing? All you got is just people going, hey, stop. You don't got anybody pushing back, hard, breaking up this illegal, monstrous monopoly called Google Alphabet Corporation and YouTube. Okay, there we go, Tula. Oh, good girl, too. I know. That's a honey. Oh, you having trouble? You having constipation today? Okay. I know, baby. Okay, Tula, I'll take care of that. Don't worry. Take care of Tula, boo. Tula, boo. Tula poop is gonna move ya. Tula poop, it gets right to ya. The smell is gonna move ya. It's a good one, Nick. No, it's from the melody is from the Juicy Fruit commercials, the bubble gum, the popular 1980s commercials. The juicy fruit bubble gum. It's like, juicy fruit is gonna move ya. Taste the salt, gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya. It almost sounds like a gospel song. Really, it has that gospel feel to it. Sounds like a gospel choir, huh? Yeah, it has that gospel vibe to it, like praise Jesus. Like, well, I mean, it's better than like Christian music. Usually sucks. That's what people complain about. Like Christian music, like it's usually just real lame and shit. It's usually not very awesome sounding. Yeah. Well, I guess Lucifer was the god of music, so that's why his music sounds better. Or at least that's what I heard. Yeah. Why did I guess that's been one of the mysteries of all time. Like, why does Christian music sound like shit? it's, it's it's like you think they would have had one big artist, right? Make an album about God or Jesus or the Bible, and it would have rocked. You know, besides like Genesis. Besides them, I'm going to count them out. All right. Letitia James in chains. That lady's so fucking stupid. They thought that the are they going to start? Is Google Alphabet going to start censoring people before the midterm elections? Like they censored people during the COVID lockdown, the Chinese plague, the Wuhan, China, COVID-19. Yeah, they're going to start censoring people on America's 250th birthday. That's really anti-American, you know? Especially on America's 250th birthday. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. They're going to start censoring people to try to get Democrats back in control of the Congress. Back in control of the money, in other words. The purse, that's what the Congress, that they legislate, but they also control the budget of the country. And the taxes, the laws. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Then maybe. Letitia James facing 20-30 years of prison for fraud and the illegal and unconstitutional persecution of the former and future president of the United States of America. One of the four horsemen of the Trump apocalypse is facing prison time for her unconstitutional and illegal actions. Imagine that. Do 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 do. I get the honey bear. Yeah. Maybe left tech thinks that if they keep voting Democrat, that they'll be protected from their illegal and gross monopolies and stranglehold of American citizens' lives. I don't think they'll be safe forever. I really don't. Maybe only temporarily for a while. I can't believe people even mess with the Democrat Party. They throw their own under the bus all the time. They eat you alive and they throw you out with the trash. Oh well. I really don't believe that the Democrats are going to regain power of the Congress in 2026, and they're not going to win the election of 2028 either. They may not even get power back for a long time. Maybe not even until the middle of the 2030s. Maybe it could be longer than that. Who knows? But they're definitely not getting power anytime this decade back. So you can forget about that because they already destroyed their credibility and destroyed their party at the beginning of the 2020s during that stolen election, that fraudulent, illegal election that they rigged and stole using the help of big tech and big pharma and their criminal friends. So, do.